MC here with X to the V with newmusicmonkey.com at A3C 2011. Now, first off, let me give you a big congratulations for signing your deal, man.
Thank you.
And just let the people know, what it's taken to get you to that point, and how it feels to be given this blessing and opportunity.
It's crazy because I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and most people who's viewing this right now have no idea what that is, and for a dude to come out of a city that's so unknown to hip hop, JD and Diddy and those are kind of the Jimmy Iovine's. They're not coming to Wichita to look for the next talent. So for me to have a blessing like that to actually sign a record deal, even though that's just the first step. A lot of people don't realize the record deal is just the first step to your actual success. Actually getting to this point is really crazy. Like having a fan base and working on records with people that that are legends, like Just Blaze and Bun B's. It's all like I'm seeing a dream that I've had since I was 15 years old come true.
Okay, 15 signifies the X to the V. And even you go back to 2006. Since then, man, you kind of went in on some mixtapes bag to bag to bag. What's kind of been your motivation through the years and pushing you to just keep going hard and going at people's heads like you have been?
Me being from a small town, I've always realized that it's going to take me 100 times more work than the average, New York rapper or the average Atlanta artist or the average LA artist to break through. Because it's like I'm screaming like, I'm here. It's like I'm on an island by myself and that plane's flying over me. Me writing I'm here a little bit in the sand ain't gonna get them to notice me. I have to write it, and I have to write it all over the island. That's what those mixtapes are. I'm putting them out continuously. I'm not worried about saturation because the music's good. You can't saturate good music. You can't saturate the Beatles. You can't saturate Jay-Z. You can't saturate those kind of artists. So it's like I just continue dropping mixtapes because every single time, every song, every mixtape, every video is a new person finding it. People are reluctant to click that play button. I don't know what it is. They be reluctant, but you get them to click it, and I promise you, you will not be, dissatisfied. It's gonna be good music. That's all I try to deliver.
Since a year ago when the New Music Monkey family put me on to you, man, I've been rocking it, man. You definitely have been going ham out here. So just a quick question, man. Who's been some influences to you over your career, and really some people who you've looked up to and tried to, who's inspired you to keep going musically?
I definitely got to say Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Andre 3000. Right when it comes to hip-hop music, those are people that I looked at. Jay-Z, of course, from a business mind state and longevity. He's been able to evolve himself each year, each generation, kind of like a Michael Jackson. I don't want to compare Jay-Z to Michael Jackson, but he's been able to evolve himself to when I was in high school, I looked up to Jay-Z. When I was in middle school, I listened to Jay-Z. Now I'm a 26-year-old man, and I'm listening to Jay-Z, and it's like he's been able to evolve himself to still be able to be relevant. And Kanye West and Andre 3000 both have the same kind of mind state that I have, where I'm a dude who I grew up in a city where we have goons and we have the gangs, we have that lifestyle, and I grew up in that hood. I have brothers who have been dealt with those kind of situations and that street life that has ruined a lot of the street, a lot of youth in the street. And it's like I feel like Andre 3000 has always spoke very well as an artist that grew up from that but evolved from it. I remember he said, ain't a hood nigga but a nigga from the hood. Mama stayed on me, so I turned out really good, and when I heard that line, I was like, that's me, I was raised by three, great women who, taught me, this person that you see here, I was created by that, and also when it comes to just music, I my album I'm making right now, I'm influenced by Pink Floyd. You know, I listen to Weezer. I listen to a lot of stuff that basically fits me, like personally. Like, you know, Weezer's first album, they have records on there that reminds me of high school. They have records on there that remind me of trying to talk to the girl, or, you know, records that remind me of, they have a song called In the Garage, where it's like in the garage making music with my friends. I was that guy. So just music, period. If the music talks to me, where it's like, man, I'm that. I don't care race, I don't care, you know, culture, I don't care the genre of music, I identify with it.
Man, that's love. That's amazing. So, who's some artists that you might be looking to work with or get down with that, you know, you're trying to make really happen in this near future?
You know, artists that are kind of on the rise that I would love to work with. I'm a huge fan of Janelle Monáe. She's actually out of Kansas City, Missouri. So I would love to be able to work with Janelle Monáe. I'm a huge fan of Lupe Fiasco as well. This new dude, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. He's also he's a crazy dude. It's like, that's another dude who just takes his personality and displays it on the mic, and I'm a big fan of that. I also would just love to work with John Mayer. Huge fan of John Mayer. And like my ultimate like dream collab would definitely be working with, you know, Outkast. Not just Andre, but Outkast. You know what I mean? Because that's just, growing up, I mean, I grew up on that. I grew up on, you know, Southern Playalistic. You know, I had the tape, the actual tape. So to be able to have artists that I listen to on a tape deck walk into a studio and make a record with me, that's a dream come true. You know, it's like, you know, it's like a guitarist getting to play with, you know, the Beatles or some shit. You know, it's like, you know, it's like Hendrix. Yeah, it's like the guitarist getting to sit there and just mess around with Hendrix and, you know, bounce ideas. I want that. That's what the kind of collaborations I want to do. Stuff that's going to evolve me as an artist.
And the last question I have to ask you, man, is what type of mark do you look to leave on the game, or what type of influence do you wish to, you know, put on these little kids' heads as they hear your music, or even if that? So.
Right. Definitely it's two things I focus on when I write, and two things I focus on when I choose what singles I want to release or what visuals I want to release. I'm really big on making a mark for my city. Not like, of course I'm trying to put Wichita, Kansas on the hip hop map. You know, what happens after me is all up to my city. But what I'm trying to do is make it so it's easier for an artist to go from Wichita, Kansas to walk into a record label and be like, I'm from Wichita, and they go, oh, that kid XB's from Wichita. Okay, da-da-da-da. But I'm also on a larger scale trying to make sure the people from Nebraska can do that. The people from Indiana can do that. The people from Utah. There's a hip hop scene in all of these areas, and they're not being able to be recognized. So maybe if that dude from Wichita, Kansas can make it, that dude in Nebraska would say the same thing. Like, I can do that because that dude from XV, he's from Wichita, Kansas, and he got on. And also just being yourself. I feel like a lot of times you see the music videos and they portray that lifestyle, kind of like, you know, the movies portray the lifestyle that the gangsters wanted. So they rap, you know, like they were Scarface, and they rap like they were the John Gottis. Music does the same thing to kids. So they're like, I want to be Wayne, I want to be Ross, and I want to be Jeezy. So I'm trying to say, you don't have to be anybody. You can be you, because that's what I am. And I'm comfortable with it. You know, I have experience, and I'm taking, you know, the L7s, and, you know, people would call me like, that dude's a square. Like, he talks about video games and comics, that dude's a square. I took something like that and made it my mark. I made it powerful to me, you know, and especially with kids being bullied all the time now, I want to make it big that you can be yourself and be comfortable with it and use that as your superhero costume. That's what the green backpack is, the kid with the green backpack. I'm using that as my costume.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing that and seeing the debut on that thing, man. So once again, thank you for showing love, coming out and spreading that hip-hop and real hip-hop to A3C 2011. Once again, it's Sam King, SK4MC with NewMusicMonkey.com. We're here live in effect with your boy, X to the V. Much love, man.
Yo, thank you, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
They say I'm lost, and I don't wanna